Hello, gang, I suppose. This is, that person, I suppose, and I'm going to be playing along with the Queen. In lieu of anything else to do. It's like, if my lecturer's watching this thinking, why isn't he reading? So, we're going to see how this pans out. I haven't recorded this before, and I'm doing it in a really, really haphazard-like way, so this is probably not going to sync properly, or it's going to, go off the rails. As you can see with the whole outline thing as well, that's like, I don't even know what I'm doing, to say the least, but it's a learning curve, it's a learning process. Hopefully, maybe in a couple of years' time I'll learn how to edit a video properly. But from now, we will continue to play this game, or rather we'll start to play this game. Never played it before, and I'm kind of getting the wrong image looking at this for long enough, but I'm sure, art form aside, it's probably going to be miraculous. I'll probably get into it. It's, same as any other anime, I'd imagine. I mean, albeit fairly girly, I guess. Yeah, so other than that, let's start. I hear this is about Machiavellian strategy, so Jocelyn, King Dowager, the Duke of Carloy. We are almost home. Your room is the way you left it. Hmm. I know it's hard to leave your school and all your friends, but I have arranged the best possible tutors for every subject. You'll have to work hard this year to prepare yourself for your 15th birthday, but I know you can do it. You'll learn quickly, and you'll make a wonderful queen. It's what your mother would have wanted. This is not what my mother would have wanted. She wouldn't have wanted to die and leave me. Oh dear, this is dark. Very dark. She's 14! Jesus, right, okay, I have to be careful. What, like, connotations say. I wonder if this is a game which is going to be X-rated or not. Lovely music as well. Should I probably going to get copyright, like, banned, even though this is non-profit. They'll still be like, fuck you. Apologies. Um, Anywho, Jocelyn continues to say, no, she wouldn't. But sometimes bad things happen. We have to pick up and carry on. All of Noah depends on us, on you. So, alright, you're the king, and... okay, so, right. I take it we're learning things. I'll be here to guide you until your coronation, but until the decisions you make are entirely... sorry, but the decisions you make are entirely up to you. Ultimately, up to you. Okay, come, your maids are waiting. Your maids? Welcome to London, Queen. Right, so probably for the benefit of other people, I should probably pick this up. Controlling Elodie, the almost Queen of Nova. Right, okay, she's not Queen yet, but she's going to perhaps be. Prepare for coronation. To do that, she needs to take classes every week in order to raise her skills. The skills she learns will provide different choices in the ongoing plot. Learning the right skills can mean the difference between life and death. Okay. You need to keep an eye on Elodie's mood. With her mother's tragic death, Elodie is not very happy right now. The mood button will take her emotions. Okay, so mood. She's afraid and depressed. That's grim. Fair enough. But her strongest emotion is depressed. That's a shame. If she becomes more cheerful to cancel out depression, her strongest emotion would be afraid. Ah, okay, right, so the idea is that whatever emotion you currently have can affect the way in which you do things. Right. Fix her ability to learn. Give a bonus to some skills and a penalty to others. Let's take a look at the skills screen now. Wow, okay, that's a lot, wow, a lot of numbers. Her skills are broken into four main categories: social, physical, intellectual, and mystical, rather. Inside these categories are skill sets, groups of three related skills. You will start with 0 in all skills. Every week, Elodie is to do 2 skills, so 2 skills per week. Normally she earns 2 points a skill every weekday that she studies. So if she studies history, she'll earn 2 times 5, which is 10. Right. Because Elodie is depressed, she'll have a -2 penalty to social skill set and compensation. She doesn't feel like talking to people right now. If she studies conversation, she'll learn 2 minus 2 points every day. That's 0 points. Okay, so there's no point trying. but she has one bonus to the expression. So if she studies expression, she'll basically earn a lot more. Right, so you have to make the most of what skills you have to study the right things. I get that. Cool. Okay. Right. So the story, see what's happening behind the scenes. Okay. Right, I think I now understand. So, let's think. Skills. So currently these are skills. There are social skills, so royal demeanor is composure, elegance, presence, conversations, public speaking, court manners, and flattery. Expression is decoration, instrument, and voice. Right. Physical, agility, weapons, athletics, and animal handling. Animal handling. Wonder when I'll need to have a falcon to save me in a certain situation. Sorry. Eating on camera is a really bad thing to do, so probably best avoid doing something like that. History, intrigue, medicine, economics, military, faith, and lumen. Okay. It's a lot of skills to learn. And as you were saying, physical skills, animal handling goes up, athletics goes down, royal demeanor's down, conversation's down, expression's up. So it's expression and animal handling that will seem to benefit the most in her current mood. But it just depends, I mean, like... okay, right. So her mood is currently like this. Her outfit... okay. Cool, fair enough. Classes. So choose one skill per day. Right, so... okay, right. So it's expression that has a point up, so it's either voice, so to sing beautifully, skill with a musical instrument, drawing, painting, arranging flowers, and dressing well. Oh dear. In current mood state, this isn't really Machiavellian. I mean, you'd probably want to learn about, like, I don't know. Okay, anyway. So, presumably, though, to take the most out of this, training and hunting, riding and grooming, training and hunting. I'm going to assume that, we could even just double up in one thing in particular. I'm going to go ahead and say that understanding drawing, painting, arranging flowers, and dressing well. Oh wait, okay, so this is like to do with appearance and presenting yourself in a certain way, then I imagine that's quite important. Because if people are going to be viewing us in a certain way, we would want to present ourselves so that there's little discrepancy or doubts basically given. Especially if presumably we're never having to deal with princes or whatever. I don't know, marriage is always a big thing historically, so... I hear there is marriage in this, but I wonder if it's like, you have to follow canon or not. You know, it's like, you know, are you allowed to deviate from the canon? No, you perpetuant, like, child. Like, get on board the bandwagon, that's probably what I'm going to be told. Like, anywho, aside from all that rambling, I tend to ramble a lot, hence the name of the channel, but also, it's quite fitting, I suppose. Right, so enough of the rambling. Assuming that presenting yourself in a certain way is one thing we can do, if we're getting 3 points pretty much out of these two, then I suppose you'd have to keep it up for a week pretty much until you can gain, I don't know, 15 points. So, let's think. Tell you what, we could double up, so we can do decoration of all things first, because I don't think that animal handling is going to come in necessary at any given point until perhaps later, or maybe if there's like a sudden random thing, like, oh, you need to know how to ride a horse properly in a certain situation, or dogs. So if we're told that we're going to go travelling in one of the story kind of parts, then great, but if not, I think we're going to stick to perhaps decoration, which would be like, you know, presenting oneself in a certain way. Okay, so, done. Let's see what happens. Morning and one. Discuss the nature of beauty, looking around at landscapes, objects, people, and comparing their aesthetic elements. That's important. I understand that. You study the theory of colour and how they complement and contrast, and how to select colours to emphasise a mood. Right. That's out of 100, I presume. What's all of that noise outside? Who's here? Oh, it's my cousins and my aunt and uncle. Darling, we are so terribly sorry to hear about your mother, Fidelia. Thank you. He looks like really, really annoyed. Like, do I have to come here? You know, wearing a suit jacket. It's like he's like on a business break or something. You look well, niece. Hi, Lobby. Oh wow, Charlotte Lady Merida. Very interesting eyes. Okay. Hi, Lottie. Oh, I haven't seen you in ages. Will you be staying long? Yep, Mummy said you are here all month. Right. Maybe we'll have some talk later. Now, what will you do once you finish studying? Oh, this goes to mood. Right. So our current mood is pressured, hopeful, yielding, lonely, depressed, afraid, stoic. So if we were to turn to, say, anger, what could increase anger? Talk to your father, attend court, talk to father, attend court, yielding, depressed, pressured. Okay. That increases depression and that is lonely and afraid. Charlotte and Lady Mary, visit the dungeons of no effect. Play with toys, walk in the gardens. So I hear it's like all stat based. It's like, you know, when you walk into this garden, you know you'll feel really lonely, or you know, you talk to your power, you don't know what will possibly happen. Anywho, I think we should probably talk with father, see what he's doing. Dad, can we talk? I'm sorry, your uncle and I have things to do. Maybe another time. Oh, well, that was okay. And does that affect our mood? Nope, we are pretty much exactly the same, if not anything a bit more lonely and a bit more depressed, which is a shame. What skills are to be affected? So, social skills are improved, right, so we'd get much more of a benefit out of expression. And physical animal handling is still the case. Okay, so, tell you what, in terms of classes, we can go for another class in expression and decoration, getting ourselves to perhaps enough for like 50 perhaps. And then, let's think. Social skills aren't really good ones to go for. I'd say running is a very important one. Learning to run away, yes, perhaps. Learning to run away and like reflexes, things like that, I think are very important. Just getting the physical basics down. So I'm going to go ahead and say running is what we need to learn. So let's go for that. Week 2. You learn to mix paints and apply them to canvas, capturing the light and colour of the castle gardens. You're too depressed to focus properly on the subject right now. Oh, that's a shame. What's all the commotion outside, father? What's going on? I've come to pay my respects I've come to pay my respects in honor of your mother, Juliana, the Duchess of Ursul. You have no respect or honor. It's because you and your powers. It's because of you and your powers. That's why my wife. It's because of you and your. I'm useless at reading. Okay, right. Basically, what? Okay, so let's blame her. I am a lumen, and as was she. And like every lumen, I am willing to give my life necessary to protect our domain. Our line has been traitorous for 200 years. I won't have you corrupting my daughter. That's for the crown princess to decide. Elodie, your mother trusted me, and I have much to teach you. Right, so this is a good one. Okay. Apologies. Tell you what, I can cut a break here, and then I can start another one that can then continue from this point. But yeah, no, thanks for watching, all in all. This is just a test to see how things can pan out in the future, and hopefully my ability to talk over a camera can get across. But thanks.